Let's talk about how to get started in business as an underdog. Yeah, you don't have all the resources, you don't have all the money, you don't have all the team players in place, you don't have the structure of the business model or even know how to start in place like these top dogs do, but you're an underdog. You got the grit, you're scrappy, you're battle tested, you're hungrier than the rest of the playing field, and you're ready to make it happen. What is up, my fellow underdogs? My name is Zach. Welcome back to another video. If this is your first time here and you want the best tips on how to dominate life as an underdog, make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the bell notifications. That way you don't miss anything. And we are getting started right now.
Yeah, we some go-getters.
We're getting started right now.
We some go-getters.
So first and foremost, before we get into the business side of this stuff, man, that mindset's got to be on point. So as an underdog, yeah, we don't have the tools, the money, the softwares, all that stuff, in place, the team to be able to delegate and outsource or whatever. We don't have all that in place. We just got us, right? So the first and foremost, you got to decide. You got to decide that you're going to outwork everyone. You got to decide that you're going to prove them wrong. All your haters, all your doubters, all your naysayers, because we get a lot of them. Everybody's counting us out, right? Use that to drive you. That's our greatest asset, Decide that you're going to prove them wrong and you're going to outwork everyone flat out. All right, now that we got the mindset out of the way, that's what it's going to take. You're going to make it happen. So let's get into more of the practical, actual business things. First and foremost, in your business, you got to niche down or niche down. If you're a niche or a niche person, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know. Me personally, I'm a niche person. Anyways, what I mean by that, for those of you that don't know what that means, niche, like who it is exactly that you are going to serve and where are you taking them. So for me, for example, I struggled with this for over a year. I came from a drug addiction and over 5 years of my life in prison. I was like, I can help everyone, right? I can help anybody achieve, get the results that they want to make, the transformations that they want to make in life. If I can do that in my life, I can help people overcome some shit, right? Well, the problem with that was that I was trying to help everyone, and I wasn't crystal clear and specific on exactly who it was that I could help. I was reaching no one. And it took a year of this pain and frustration of banging my head off the wall, why am I not reaching anybody? It's because I was trying to help everyone. Now, it's hard to niche down because you feel like you can help everyone, and you're like, if I say I'm only can help a specific person, that means I exclude all these other people. But that doesn't mean that. You can still help all these other people, but you have to be really specific about the best person that you can serve. And when you can do that, you're gonna be speaking directly to them in all of your social media posts, your marketing, all that stuff. It's gonna resonate with them because you're crystal clear on who you're speaking to. And guess what? You're still going to reach the other people. It doesn't, when other people are drawn to something that's wow, powerful, that they know can help them, they're going to be drawn into that. So to give you an example, I was trying to serve, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was so broad. It was entrepreneur. I started getting more specific with it. I was like, I'm going to do self-confidence for entrepreneurs. That's so freaking broad, and it just didn't feel right, And over time, I kept tweaking it, and finally I got it down to goal achievement for underdog entrepreneurs. Now that is really specific. You know exactly who it is that you want to help and where it is you want to take them. I'm giving them goal achievement. I'm going to help them achieve their goals, and it's specifically for underdog entrepreneurs. Anybody looking to get into entrepreneurship, just starting out, or underdog business owners in general. But guess what? It doesn't limit. Dude, I talk to people that aren't even entrepreneurs, that aren't even in business, but that just want to achieve their goals, that are underdogs. You see what I'm saying? Gotta get specific. Rant over about the niche. Tip number 3 about crushing it in business, getting started in business as an underdog, is to be polar. All right, what I mean by that, being polar, don't be like everybody else, so, what's the word I'm looking for, average basically, but so you don't cross any lines, you don't piss anybody off. Like, if you're not pissing half the people off to where they hate you and the other half absolutely love you, then you're not doing it right. Nobody likes to be put to sleep boring, like everybody saying what everybody else says and not really offending anybody. Speak what you believe. I'm not saying be an asshole or anything, but or go out of your way to do it. Just be yourself and speak your beliefs, you know, because that's when you're being authentic. And I know that's a real big buzzword and just thrown out there, but being genuinely yourself, you know, and sharing your morals and values, things that you absolutely believe in, and putting that out there. Guess what's going to happen? Yeah, you're going to piss off a lot of people and they're going to hate you, but they're also still going to be listening to everything you say. You know what I mean? And guess what? The other half, they're going to fall in love with you and become raving fans of yours. A good example is Howard Stern. The dude has like millions and millions of listeners, and guess what? He's really controversial. You either love that dude or you hate that dude, but guess what? Even the people that hate that dude, he's still got all the eyeballs on him. Everybody's paying attention. So be a little polar with your message. Now, these are just some beginning tips, but the fourth and final one is you got to have the vehicle, the product, the service, whatever it is that you're going to serve your ideal client, your ideal customer with. Once you got the niche down, you got the polar going on, you know, you're reaching more people and you're building raving fans, and you got all the eyeballs on you, all that. What it is that you're going to sell them. Now, I know that sounds like some people are like, oh, I hate sales, I don't like selling people. Guess what? Everybody sells. Everybody persuades people in one way or another. Like, my kids persuade me each and every day to either get them some ice cream, some toys, some candy, whatever. I try to persuade them every day to put their pajamas on and go to bed at night, eat broccoli, whatever the case may be. We use persuasion in every single human interaction that we come in contact with one way or another. Your friends might persuade you to kind of go out to a certain movie or a certain restaurant, whatever. So you have to have that product in place, or that service in place, whatever it is that you're going to sell your audience. Where it is, figure out though, the way you do that is figure out where they're at, all right, your target audience, your niche, the person that you know you can serve, and where it is that you want to ultimately take them. All right, and start at the back end here where it is you ultimately want to take them, and all through that you can lead them up one product to the next service to whatever, to the best way that you can serve them. Start back here. Where's the highest way that you can serve your ideal customer? For me personally, that's one-on-one coaching. Now, I have that in place, yet I might have a free plus shipping book that has so much value in the beginning. Or I might have a free download, you know, a PDF download that helps them achieve their goals in the beginning. Those would be like the beginning steps. And I might have like a software that helps them achieve goals in the next step. Then I might, have live seminars or an online course or whatever is the next step, all the way up until I get to the coaching. You get what I'm saying? That's where the highest level I can serve them, and this is kind of the lower end. So think about that, have the product in place. Once you have that, you're ready to rock and roll. There's going to be a lot of other things that you're going to have to learn about marketing and so forth that we won't get into on this video particularly, but I hope that helps you start dominating as an underdog. And as always, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, I just launched a podcast. It's a top 200 rated podcast in the world on iTunes. If you like listening to podcasts, definitely go check it out. It's called Underdog Empowerment. It's on iTunes, Stitcher, and Google Play. We're working on getting it in other directories. It's fire. We're interviewing some serious, like, big time guys that are doing some cool things that you can learn a lot from. So I try my best to extract every single little piece of knowledge so I can help serve the underdog community here. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch more like it, make sure you check out this playlist right there. And as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I mean, it really means the world to me that we're building this community right here. If you have any specific questions, any topics about underdogs and business that you'd like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you on the next video. Talk soon.
Yeah, we some go-getters.
We're getting started right now.
We some go-getters.